Good morning, my dear students. A heartily welcome to you in online classes of Bal Sadhana family. How are you? How are you, my dear students? I hope you are good. Okay, today we start a new unit number third, and in this unit, a new chapter number 7, which is magnetic effects of a electric current. It means what is the effects of electric current. Then in first chapter we discussed if we have a steady charge, constant charge, then this charge produce electric field, and if this charge is moving with a constant velocity, then in this condition this charge is produced electric field and magnetic field. And if we have a accelerated charge q, then in this situation electromagnetic waves will be produced. Okay, so here in this chapter we study a movable charge with constant velocity. This charge produce electric field and a magnetic field. So in the absence of electric field we study magnetic field. Okay, for this our first experiment is Oersted experiment. Oersted did an experiment for current carrying wire. Okay, in this experiment, a straight wire AB. Suppose we have this straight wire AB. It is connected with a cell E, a key K, and a rheostat RH. This is our electric circuit. Okay, and a magnetic needle like compass, magnetic needle is placed near to this wire, and we can say below to this wire like edge. This is a magnetic needle. This is in equilibrium state. It means this south and this north pole. Here I draw a compass. This is north direction, this south, west, and this east. So from this we can say this magnetic needle is placed in south north direction. Okay, this needle is freely movable. Now from this experiment we observe some points. First, if this key K is closed, in this situation a current is flowing through this wire AB. For this we draw another diagram. This is rheostat RH, this key K, positive, negative E. If we close this key K, then a current flowing through this wire AB in the direction of south to north. Then in this situation the magnetic needle deflects like as. This magnetic needle deflects. It means north pole of this magnetic needle is deflect in the direction west direction. Okay, and if direction of this current is reversed, for this the pole of or the end of, sorry, this is negative and this is positive. Okay, the pole of this battery is interchange. We interchange the pole of battery. Then in this situation, direction of current will be inversed from this previous situation. In this situation, the direction of current is north to south, and in this direction, and the direction of deflection of needle is also reversed like this. This is the deflection of a magnetic needle. This is north, south, and this is north. Okay, this is the observation of the Oersted experiment. From this observation, we are obtained some conclusions. Okay, here from this rheostat, if the current is increased in this wire, then in this situation the deflection of the needle is increases, and if needle is brought near to the this wire AB, then in this situation again deflection of the needle increases. Okay, so we can say from this experiment, when an electric current, this electric current is passed through a conducting wire, then a magnetic field is produced around this wire. This effect is known as magnetic effect of electric current. Again repeat, when an electric current is passed through a conducting wire, it means a charge is moving in this conducting wire. Then in this condition, a magnetic field is produced around this wire. This effect is known as magnetic effect of electric current. Okay, from this experiment, we obtain some conclusions. First is same last lines. When an electric current is passed through a conducting wire, then a magnetic field is produced around this wire. Okay, second is, if the direction of current flowing in the wire AB is from south to north, you can see it, this is south to north from this compass, then in this condition the north pole of this needle is deflected towards the west. This is equilibrium state of this needle, and in this situation this north pole is deflected according to this compass upper direction, it means towards the west direction. Okay, and if the direction of current is from north to south, from this compass in the direction north to south, then in this condition the north pole of this needle is deflected towards the east direction. Okay, this is another conclusion. And next is, if we increase the strength of current in this wire from this rheostat, then the strength of a produced magnetic field also increases. Okay, and if we decrease the strength of current, then the strength of produced magnetic field also decreases. Okay, fourth conclusion is, if this magnetic needle is brought closer to this wire, then in this situation magnetic field strong, but if we move far away from this wire, this magnetic needle is far away from this wire, then in this situation magnetic field intensity decreases. Okay, next is, if this magnetic needle kept at upper point of this wire, then In this condition, the north pole, in this condition, the north pole deflects towards to the east direction. It means we can say the direction of magnetic field above and below, the conducting wire is always opposite. It means if direction of current remains same in the conducting wire, then at upper point and at lower point the direction of a magnetic field always opposite. Direction of magnetic field always opposite. Okay, this is the Oersted Prayog and this conclusion of Oersted Prayog. From this experiment, we can say if a current flowing through a conducting wire, then magnetic field produced around the wire. Okay, this is the Oersted experiment. Next, our topic is magnetic field. Our topic is magnetic field. Okay, this is same according to the electric field. Okay, suppose we have a bar magnet. This is a bar magnet. This is a north pole and this is south pole. Or if we have a current carrying wire, this is current carrying wire, and in this wire current I flowing through this wire. Okay, so a space around a magnet or current carrying conductor wire, in which space the moving charge experience a force. Suppose we have a charge q and this charge is moving with v velocity. Then in this in around this magnet, this charge experience a force. This force is called magnetic force. Then we can say a space around a magnet or current carrying conductor in which the moving charge experience a force. Then this space is called magnetic field. This space is called magnetic field. Okay, and from this definition we define magnetic force. When a charge moves in magnetic field, this is magnetic field of this magnet, then we can say when a charge moves in a magnetic field, then a force acts on this charge. This force is called magnetic force. This force is called magnetic force. Okay, now if we have a charge particle of charge q coulomb and this charge particle is moving in magnetic field B. Magnetic field is represented by capital B and this is a vector quantity. Okay, so this charge particle is moving in magnetic field B vector with velocity v vector. Then in this situation the magnetic force applied on the particle in the absence of electric field. In the absence of electric field, this magnetic force F vector is equals to Q into V cross B vector. Here F is magnetic force, Q is the charge on a charge particle, V is the velocity and B magnetic field. If we remove cross product, then in this situation F vector is equals to QVB sine and theta. Theta is the angle between direction of a velocity and direction of magnetic field, and multiply n cap, because here this is vector quantity, then this n cap. Here theta is the angle between direction of this velocity and direction of a magnetic field, and n cap is a unit vector and it represents the direction of this magnetic field or magnetic force or we can say n cap is a unit vector in the direction of a f vector. Okay, in magnitude form, f is equals to qvb sine theta. Okay, case first, if theta is equals to 0, if theta is equals to 0, it means this is the direction of a magnetic field and this is the direction of velocity of charged particle. In this situation, sine theta is equals to 0, so force is equals to 0. Then we can say if a charged particle is moving in the direction of a magnetic field, then force applied on this charged particle will be 0. Case second, if theta is equals to 90 degree, it means charged particle moving perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field, then sine theta is equals to 1, then f is equals to qvb. In this situation, force is maximum. Okay, from this equation, b is equals to f maximum upon qb. From this equation, we will obtain a definition of a magnetic field. Okay, if we apply some condition, if q is equals to 1 coulomb and v is equals to 1 meter per second, then from this equation, b is equals to f maximum. B is equals to f maximum. Here we applied a condition theta is equals to 90 degree and q is equals to 1 coulomb and v is equals to 1 meter per second. Then in these situations, b is equals to f maximum. So we can say that if a unit positive charge, this is unit positive charge, moves perpendicular to the magnetic field with a unit velocity, it means 1 meter per second, then the magnitude of the force acting on the charged particle is equal to the magnetic field. This is the another definition of magnetic field. Again repeat, if unit positive charge moves perpendicular, unit positive charge moves perpendicular to the magnetic field with a unit velocity, then the magnitude of the force acting on the charge is equal to the magnetic field. Okay, this is the another definition of a magnetic field. Now, magnetic field, this B vector is a scalar quantity. Okay, and a unit of this magnetic field in SI system, Weber upon meter square. Unit of a magnetic field is Weber per meter square, or we can say Tesla. This unit is equal to Tesla. Tesla is represented by capital T. Or according to this formula, B is equals to F upon Q into V. According to this formula, unit of F is Newton, and here coulomb into meter per second. So coulomb per second is equals to ampere and meter. So another unit is Newton per ampere into meter. Okay, in CGS system, Weber is equal to Maxwell and meter is equals to centimeter. So Maxwell per centimeter square or Gauss. Okay, and a relation between Gauss and Tesla, 1 Tesla is equals to 10 to power 4 Gauss. Okay, and a important thing is magnetic field of Earth is approximately equals to 0.5 Gauss. Okay, this is the magnetic field and a magnetic force. Okay, students, this is the magnetic field. If you have any doubts about this chapter, then write your doubt in comment box, and if you like this video, then like it and maximally share it. Okay, Thank you.